I've spoken on 5 TEDx stages. I've coached CEOs, founders, and leaders in the last 6 years. And after all of that, all the techniques, all the frameworks, all the research, today I've distilled the secret to speaking like a leader down to one word: conviction. And today I'm going to give you the exact 2 mindset reframes and 3 techniques that, if you apply for just 15 days, will change the way people experience you forever. Stay until the last one because it will completely reshape how you show up in the world. Hi everyone, I'm Ipsita Das. I'm a personality development coach and a communication strategist. My video on how to speak so that people listen crossed 300,000 views. 3 lakh लोगों ने इसे देखा, and the comment section had one question that kept coming up over and over again. But Ipsita, I understand that you want us to speak with conviction, but how do I exactly speak with conviction? And that question tells me something important, that people understand the what, they don't know the how. So today we go deep. 2 mindset reframes first, because if your inner world isn't in place, no number of techniques will save you. Then 3 techniques that are immediately actionable, and I promise you, the last one, you've never heard it taught this way. Let's go. And here's the first reframe. It's going to challenge what you think rehearsal is for. Most people prepare to avoid nervousness. Wrong reason. Completely wrong reason. When I'm preparing for a talk, whether it's a TEDx stage or a boardroom, I rehearse until I know the material like the back of my hand. Not word for word, not rote memorization. I just know my opening cold, I know the core of my talk cold, and I know my ending cold. Here's why. And this is the reframe. You don't prepare to eliminate nervousness, you prepare to free up mental bandwidth. Think of your brain like a phone. And if you're running 47 apps in the background, your camera lags. When you walk on stage, not knowing your material, your brain is burning energy on recall. You know, what comes next? What comes next? And there's nothing left for delivery. But when the content is logged in, that energy, all of it, gets redirected to how you speak. Your eye contact, your pauses, your power. Preparation doesn't make you robotic. It makes you dangerous. Now here's the reframe that most speaking coaches skip entirely, and I think it's the most important one. How convinced are you of what you're saying? Because here's what nobody will tell you. Your audience can feel what you feel. The eyes don't lie. The body doesn't lie. Energy is contagious, and so is its absence. If you're speaking about something you don't care about and you're wondering why people aren't captivated, that's your answer. But here's the thing. Sometimes we have to speak on topics we didn't choose. A work presentation, a board update, a subject that feels dry to you. So here's the question I give my clients when they're stuck. How is this topic emotionally significant to me? Not intellectually, emotionally. Maybe the quarterly numbers represent people's jobs. Maybe the product launch represents a year of your team's sacrifice. Maybe the data point that you're presenting is going to change how your company makes decisions for the next 5 years. Find that. Anchor yourself to that. Because passion isn't something that you perform, it's something that you excavate. And as Scarface said,
guys, chico, never lie.
And your audience, they are reading yours the entire time. By the way, when I was struggling in my own closest relationships, I wish somebody gave me what I'm about to show you. I created India's first conflict resolution card game called Let's Fix It. It is a conversational tool that you can use to solve fights and conflicts with your loved ones. Relationships are like puzzles, and each fight reveals a missing piece. And most people avoid fights thinking that fights are going to damage relationships, when in reality, fights don't damage relationships. A lack of repair damages relationships. And Let's Fix It is your repair tool. It helps you create stronger bonds. It helps you solve fights and build stronger emotional bonds, and to make your relationships bulletproof. Now, Let's Fix It is available at beingbeyond.in and on Amazon. Now back to the video. All right, so now mindset is set. Now we get tactical. Technique number 1. And this one is subtle, but it's devastating when you get it wrong. Pay attention to how your sentences end. Most people, especially when they're nervous, do something called the uptalk. The uptalk. Their voice rises at the end of a sentence, even when it's not a question. I think we should move forward with this plan. Hear that? It sounds like I'm asking for permission. It sounds uncertain. It sounds like I don't believe what I just said. Now hear this. We are moving forward with this plan. That's down talk. Falling intonation. Your voice lands on statements. It doesn't float off into the air waiting for someone to validate it. And this single shift, just in how your sentences end, will make you sound more credible, more confident, and more authoritative immediately. No other change needed. So record yourself speaking for 60 seconds today, just 60 seconds. Listen back, count how many sentences rise when they should fall, and the audit will shock you. Technique number 2, the eye contact plus the hand gesture combination. So this is the one that I'm the most excited about today, because what I'm going to give you goes so far beyond generic advice. You know, you've heard the 3-second eye contact rule, isn't it? Now, I know everyone's heard it, and it's fine as a starting point, but I want to give you something more meta, something that actually changes your identity, not just your behavior. Intentional eye contact is a feeling, not a technique. And when you look at somebody in your audience, whether it's one person in a meeting or 2,000 people in an auditorium, the energy behind your gaze has to say 3 things simultaneously. I see you fully, I want to engage with you, and I mean business. It's not glancing or it's not scanning. It's not the dead-eye stare of someone counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. A genuine, present, purposeful look that says, I choose to look at you right now. Now combine that with this, the steeple hand gesture. This is the steeple hand gesture. And this is one of the most powerful non-verbal signals of confidence and authority in human communication. Research in body language consistently shows that the gesture signals competence and conviction. It says, I have thought about this, I'm certain, and I'm in control. When you combine intentional eye contact with the steeple, something shifts. Not just in how people perceive you, but in how you feel about yourself. Your physiology changes, your voice drops, your pace slows. You just don't look like a leader, you start to feel like one. And when you feel it, they feel it. Technique number 3, and this is the unforgettable moment, the pause. Did that feel uncomfortable to you? Or did that make you lean in? Here's the rule, and I want you to tattoo this somewhere. A pause is only uncomfortable if you feel uncomfortable taking it. Observe me as I speak. I take pauses constantly. Does it feel unnatural at any point? Does it make me seem lost or unsure? No, it does the exact opposite. A pause gives you time to think about what comes next, and it gives your audience time to absorb what you just said. It amplifies the last emotion in the room. It creates anticipation. It is one of the most powerful tools in spoken communication, and it almost is universally underused. There's a concept called thought groups that will transform your delivery. Let me tell you what a thought group is a small collection of words that carry one clear idea, one package of meaning, and after each thought group, you pause. Let me show you. Listen to this sentence. The young woman who I met at the party is an actress from Italy. The young woman who I met at the party is an actress from Italy. 4 thought groups, 4 pauses. Your brain processes each one. The information lands, and now compare that to the young woman who I met at the party is an actress from Italy. Nothing lands. Nothing lands, everything blurs. Here is the insight I want you to carry with you today. A rushed speech signals someone who doesn't believe that they deserve to take up space. A speech filled with intentional pauses, on the other hand, signals that someone is completely in control. Conviction lives in the silence you're willing to hold. And the pause is not empty. The pause is actually the message. So here's what you now have. 2 mindset reframes. Prepare to free up energy, not to eliminate nerves, and to find your emotional anchor in every single topic that you speak on. 3 techniques. Downtalk your statements so that they land with authority. Combine intentional eye contact with the steeple to shift your entire identity. And use the pause. Deliberately, courageously, and unapologetically. Apply these for 15 days, not 15 months. Just 15 days. Conviction isn't something you're born with. It is something you build one conversation, one talk, one intentional pause at a time. The eyes never lie, Chico. So make sure yours are saying exactly what you want them to say. And if this video gave you value, share it with someone who needs to own the room. And if you haven't watched How to Speak So That People Listen, that's your next step. See you there.